Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin and go over that and the Nasdaq. A little bit on the Nasdaq, just because. Oh, by the way, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Be really, really appreciative if you just land here, because it's going to matter what the Nasdaq does, guys. Like the Nasdaq's going to be going up. Bitcoin eventually will go up, even though it's in the correction. Okay. Without the Nasdaq, I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere. So that's the way I look at it, guys. So Nasdaq will be leading the train, possibly for Bitcoin and for another leg up. So let me go to the Nasdaq right here, guys. So here's the deal. All right, it's up there, really, really hot. But I'm looking at the data information that I have, and like I said, it looks like this is just speculation on my part right now. There's a good probability the Nasdaq is going to be, it's going to have there's a massive correction coming up somewhere in this area, guys. Now, whether it starts today, tomorrow, or the next day or next week, somewhere along the line, it's going to have a correction. How deep and aggressive this is going to be, I have no idea, but it's due for a correction. There's no doubt about that. But here's the thing. It's going to be going up and to the right. It looks like until October. So it's going to have a correction for the month of, let's say, June, kind of like Bitcoin for the month of June, more than likely. It doesn't appear that it's going to be some 1 week correction and continue on the trend up. And then it's going to come back down just like boom. So, and then it's going to continue to go up all the way so far into possibly October, guys. And there's data suggesting that it's going to do that. So, the reality of it is that's what the Nasdaq does. If you look at the history of the Nasdaq, guys. So the Nasdaq really does corrections where it goes down and goes into a wave and it comes back down. It does kind of like what would be like a running flat type correction. Back down, up, and it doesn't breach it, anywhere. Back down, came up, had the 2020 crash. It still maintained a high above that. Okay. So the likelihood of the Nasdaq to change a trend, which it could, and do something like that, what the bears are expecting, is not really probable right now. If you just take a look at the history of it, okay, just like that, because that's what the bears are expecting. The title of most of what you see, epic crash in the Nasdaq, is here soon. Okay, I think what's going on, like let's see, they probably just can't understand. So those that follow the media, I used to do this. That's why I laugh at it, because I used to do it too. I used to like incorporate my strategy and what the news said in the Nasdaq, because that's where everybody was, here in the Nasdaq, and just like when it's the news and how an asset can continue to trend up. So like here in the 87 crash, it went down and it trended up for over a year and then had another crash. Okay. So this was a recession and this was a crash. And then, people just kind of like in between just kind of write it off like, it was just going up or something like that. But I think that's what's going to be going on over here, guys. All right. So kind of like down here, it went up 3-wave move, and then you're probably going to have some sort of move like this over here with the Nasdaq down, and it's going to come up into a move, come up. Who knows how high this is going to get, and then come down like this without breaking that low, and that's going to be the crash, more than likely, just because that's the history of what the Nasdaq is doing, and that's what the data that I have is suggesting that as far as the uptrend going up like that, that portion so far, which is good for Bitcoin. Okay, so if this is going to be doing a waterfall. Pretty much, I don't really care what Bitcoin is doing or what they're saying over there. You better get prepared for one over there for Bitcoin, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening, guys. So not with the Nasdaq. There's just, bullish momentum behind it, and it's due for a correction. Bitcoin coming down. And I get on a weekly chart. I just make this simple right here. You have the 21, the 9, the 21, and the 40-day moving average or weekly average on here right now. Okay. At the end of the day, this is what you want to see on these moving averages, right? So this is going to go like this over the course of the month, probably something like that, right? And it's already through the 9, and it's probably going to come through the 21, and you want it to land, okay, and have candle bodies in this area, but you don't want to see Bitcoin get too far below the 40 period moving average, guys. You don't want to see that, okay? Because now, it's going to be making moves like this, and then here's the 9, and the 9's going to go like that, and it's going to be giving off some pretty not so good signals. So that's what I would suspect. It could be doing something like that, guys. Right down to the period. You can see it respects these moving averages pretty well. Hit it right there. Went to the 20 right there, back down right there on the 9. Okay, hit the 40. It'll respect those moving averages really, really well, guys. So that's kind of what I'm expecting in another month downtrend, probably a grind for Bitcoin for a period of time. I don't see the upside. I don't see a moving out of there, particularly now with the Nasdaq, guys. The Nasdaq is due for a correction in this area. Okay. It should be starting. I would think it's going to be starting soon. I know I've been saying this now for a week or two, but it should be starting pretty soon for the Nasdaq, in my opinion. Might take it another week or something like that. But in the meantime, Bitcoin will be coming down here to finish a correction. And like I said, guys, you don't want to see, you put the 40 period moving average on there. You don't want to see Bitcoin get well below that 40 period moving average like that. Could it be in the area? Be the area, yeah, but way down there below. You don't want to see that. The reason why is that you see how this the 9 is going like that, the 21 is going like that, and the 40 is trying to go like that. And it's trying to make that shape, to make it so those are all in order. The 9's on top of the 20 or 21, and 21's on top of the 40, like this, okay? Like this over here, you see? Just like that, guys. That's what you want to see start forming, just like that. Oh, and then it gets down below it and then makes that order like that. A trend, like a trend, okay? Just like over here. They're in order, okay? Just like that. And then it's over here. You want to see do it the same thing over there, guys. Come back down and then continue on. And then these right here. So here's the 9, right? So over a month, probably come back down, and then it'll start switching around like that. And here's the 20, start going like that. And then maybe this start going like that. And then you see these start getting the lines, those 3 lines in order like that. Okay. So when it's bearish, you can see it's just the opposite. The 40's on top, above the 21, and above the 9. It's really that simple, guys, over looking at it on a weekly chart with Bitcoin. Okay. So I don't look at the 200, it's there at the 200. Now it's back testing the 200 is going to come down. And the 200 is, if I could throw the chart on here and remove the 9, the 20, and the 40 and show you, look at the 200 is doing a kiss of death. And look, boom, it's going to come back down right down there, right? I could show that to you, but it has the 9. Look at all these for support and what it's doing. And you can get a little bit different picture, if you will. So I'm looking at it from more of a bullish point of view, long term. So short term, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. Let me make that clear. Short term, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I'm going to be bearish on Bitcoin when you're supposed to be bearish. I'm going to be bullish on Bitcoin when you're supposed to be bullish. I'm not going to be a perma bull, and I'm not going to be a perma bear. When the market goes down, you go bearish. When the market goes up, you go bullish. That's one thing that I don't like about perma bulls, because ever since right here, okay, they cost their followers a massive, even if they screwed it up, they could have got a 50% gain, okay, on Bitcoin. And then who knows what else they could have gotten to the alts, okay? So they prevented them from making money, which is a huge disservice. That's not a trader. That's not a trader. That's just being foolish and not willing to see that, hey, there's going to be a trend reversal here. Same thing with the Nasdaq, right? One's right here telling everybody it was going down. Perma bulls, boom, 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 or perma bears, excuse me, boom, boom, boom. And now look what they missed. Okay. And it's the same thing at the top, perma bulls are up in here. Tell everybody's going to 100K, only for them to be taken like that, guys. But the reality of it is 80% of the market is going to get in here and think that's going up here, and then get involved into that. And then they're down here. They don't buy it. And then it's the same process all over again, guys. You see the process of what's going on here. So they get in here and they're up and they write it down and they're underwater. So it's the same thing over here, because they don't have the comfort. They don't have the comfort. They want to see Bitcoin up here again. And that's where the majority will enter in. Oh yeah, now we know it's bullish. And then down here, the bears are, it's the same thing, guys. The same process is going on where it was up this way, and it's continuing and it's going down and it's supposed to continue for the bears. Okay. So, and now we're in this area where there's no clarity or uncertainty in the market. And that's where you have to, you can't rely on the media for this stuff right here. This relying on the media for like what's going on in the market right now is very, very, can cost you a lot of money. That's all I'll say about that. It could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars, because you'll be entering and exiting in at the wrong times more than likely. And don't think about it like, okay, I got 20K and I missed a 20K gain or even a 10K gain. Think about the long-term consequences of relying on that data that you're getting online from Zero Hedge or CT, crypto, Twitter, right? Okay. So I'm not joking, guys, when I say it. I posted on Twitter. I said, if you want to find out what's not going to happen in the crypto market, go to CT. Or if you want to find out what's not going to happen in the traditional financial markets or the economy, go to Zero Hedge, if you know what I mean. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. There's nothing really much to report except this. It's very simple. Hey, Bitcoin's going to be into a downtrend. I've been looking for something like, okay, maybe there's some trades. It's not even really, it's not a trading environment either, guys. Okay. You could do little short scalps and stuff like that, but is it really risk to reward worth it? To me, it's not. I'm in a couple. I was looking at some, but if I see a decent setup, I might take it, but it doesn't look like we're going to really get too much. Maybe it'll come back down. There'll be some trades and stuff in there. But to me, the risk to reward ratio really is poor right now. When it's trendy is when you want to trade. When it's trendy like this, down, trendy, you're down, right? And then up, 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 up. Most people, they get into there. You can make money. Like I said, you can make a little bit of money, guys, but you can also lose a lot of money pretty easy too. It's very volatile. That's not volatile. It has a lack of liquidity. So it can just sit there, bore you out and turn around real quick, hit stops, come back down, things like that, guys. Okay. So that's how I'm looking at it. Rambling on a little bit longer than usual. I just want to put that together, but it looks like the rest of the month, all the way into the end of June, maybe even to the middle of July for Bitcoin. And probably the same thing for the Nasdaq, guys, right here, monthly chart. Okay. The monthly chart. So I'll go over this indicator. I'm going to put on the Bollinger Bands, right? The Bollinger Bands, the monthly Bollinger Bands, and it went past the middle of the monthly Bollinger Bands on the Nasdaq. Okay, you see that middle mean area, the Bollinger Bands, and every time the Nasdaq went to the bottom of the monthly Bollinger Bands, it made a run up to the top of the monthly Bollinger Bands. Every time it hit the mean, the middle, it did that. So right here, middle, and went to the top. Okay, right here, hit the middle, went to the top. Okay, went down here, went to the top. That doesn't really count because it didn't hit it. Hit right here, went to the top. Hit right here, went to the top. Okay, so almost touched it right there. Hit the mean, went to the top. Okay, went to the bottom, hit the mean, went to the top. So more than likely, Nasdaq's probably going to do something similar, guys. Right, the mean, come back down, and probably make its way to the top, just like this. So who knows what this, as an example, make a shape for it like that, and then more than likely, maybe see the Nasdaq, it's going to boom, 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 over there, something like that. Hold on for a sec. Let me make a drawing. Okay, I won't be surprised, right? Boom, 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 right over there, and then the Nasdaq can make a move over here, something like that, guys. This area will be your recession, right? Because you're not going to say it's a recession when it's going up. Same thing with Bitcoin. Let it come down, correct to those areas. I don't really have price targets, guys. I mean, I do, but these are the price target areas I'm looking at. Is like 25.7, 25.2, 24.6. And you want to be aware of this too. Let me make you guys aware of this. This whole area right here is a huge demand zone for Bitcoin, a huge demand zone. So it could come down and touch that, which is about 20K. And that will be the liquidity to Bitcoin. Bitcoin would be looking, institutions would be looking for it, be able to continue a trend continuation this way, guys. Okay. That's right. It's a huge one right in this area. Okay. That could happen. Don't be surprised. I'm looking at this one right here, guys. It's 40 period moving average. Okay. 40 period. Probably just go kind of like this at the end of June, like that. Okay. And then it's going to get through the 9. When they do, go over this again and get back down in here like that. And maybe boom, even like so. These horizontal lines I have on my chart are massive support and resistance that I have on there. Long term too. So this one over here, I checked it out. It's got all the way over here too on these two. Okay, guys. And then even this one over here, technically I could take that one like this. You see? Boom. That counts too. That counts too. Right there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You know, massive support right there, but that's way down there at 18K and in this area. So I think Bitcoin's just going to grind down, guys. It might have some massive drops here and there, but I'm pretty sure I'm thinking it's going to stay in that channel. It's going to stay in the channel, bore some people out of the market. Okay. It's going to bore some people out of the market, and it's going to get boring over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So what I say about that, guys. So don't expect too much excitement, except maybe when Bitcoin goes down and it might do a pretty good trend up, you might see something in the alts or something like that, guys. But I'm not looking for anything going parabolic anytime soon, if you know what I mean. So give it 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, something like that. You know, chill out, have some coffee. By the way, I found a coffee crypto, guys. I posted that on Twitter. I'm not going to do the degenerate. I'm not going to go into the degenerate plays on YouTube. You know why? Because nobody watches them. They just don't care. They don't watch them, anything like that. But those that know how to play the game, understand the game a little bit. You guys know the deal. You guys know the deal that there's some coins out there that are looking really, really ripe. They're looking really, really ripe. And you can see some of them, they're being accumulated. They're being accumulated slowly but surely. They're down there at the bottom. Those real, you know, if you want to call them degenerate, whatever you know, exactly, however you want to put that, I don't, you know, doesn't matter to me, but there's some pretty good trades in there. And if you want to do, you know, this 10X in 2023, well, I'll tell you what, here's the deal. Let's go through the list. Your 10X is not going to happen with, in 2023 with Cardano. No way. Aptos, no way. Atom, no way. And A0, probably not. In fact, A0, I got it going on a trend going up to like, I can't remember what I was looking at. If you're lucky, if it holds these areas, I was looking for a shot up to 216. So 50%. Binance coin, nope, definitely not. Bitcoin, no way. Ethereum, no way. Chili's, yeah, Chili's, no. Let me see, what else would there be? No 10X. Fetch coin, I wouldn't put that in the no basket. I would not put that in the no basket, guys. No way. Phantom, probably not. Gala would have to go up to what? 30 cents? You might have a shot with Gala. Let's see, the big ones though. H-bar, no. ICP, no. So I'm just going through the list. Caspa, no. Cadena, no. Lido, no. So these are not going to 10X in 2023 unless something, some sort of Matic, no way. Matic's going up to finish a fifth wave, guys. So that's going to be a shocker to a lot of people when it goes up there and completes that sequence. Quant, I'd have to err towards no. Render, it's gone up for too much, too long. It's been in a trend for a year, so it needs to take a breather. Solana, no. Let's see what else is there. Viacoin has to go up to what, 60 cents? Yeah, I wouldn't rule that one out either, guys. Would not rule that one out. So yeah, right now it's going to get smoked hard. So this ones are looking at, guys, you know, the smaller coins you'll be looking at to get out of there and make moves. So trying to find the assets, those degenerate assets where they have good setups, guys. You know, they're pretty hard to find, and then where they're going to break out at. So, you know, there are a lot of accumulation in a lot of them. So they're kind of doing this too, you know what I'm saying? But there's some ones that have done nice moves off the bottom and they're done real deep corrections. Those are the ones you kind of want to find, you know, with a higher low, and that they can make a move. And then, you know, even when Bitcoin, say Bitcoin is down here, and even if it makes a move to say 35 and then maybe up to 40K, some of those coins can rip pretty hard, guys. You just have to be willing to find them and being in the right place at the right time with those coins, which is very, very difficult. It's happened to me before. I think, and this one doesn't, and this one is not going to do it, and it flips on me. That one didn't do it, and that one does. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty difficult to get that nailed down, and it can be a disappointment. That's why in the cryptocurrency space and these degenerate coins right now, don't be putting all your eggs in one basket. You're going to be disappointed. If you think there's some coin that's going to turn into, it's going to make 100x, and you're real sure of it, and everything's over there in that coin, guys, that's very, very bad place to be, guys. So I wouldn't do that. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.